And welcome to College Station, Texas. Today, at the home of the 12th man, as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Trying to find his man on first down. Get it out on the screen. Got room at the 35. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's right on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out.
Going to take a shot. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. Bulldozes his way through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put him behind you. Next play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Red pass, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fired in there, but incomplete. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Delivers the stiff arm. He's up to 51 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Barrels ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or, what do I do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Looking to throw. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the defense was so close. They had done such a good job up to that point, setting up a 4th down. It looked like they had the QB corral, but they let him escape. That is going to be a coaching moment for them moving forward.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He leaves it with his back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And more yards after contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Freedom. Let's go.
He's looking to throw. It's caught. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he got loose. Where did he go? He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And a big run for this offense. I tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds us back in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll run it from the gun. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes the connection. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tigers headed quickly to the line with the run on 1st and goal. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. He's off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Out of the gun, the inside give. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they've dug themselves an even bigger hole.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, different-looking football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
He's going to run it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete downfield. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Listen.
He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hit the effort. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply it. He's going to fire deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Get set, get set.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Clemson 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Aggies want to move quickly.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you've got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Cut it, cut it. Yep.
Leaves it with the back. Smashes through.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He is smashing people. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about that? That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
Ready,
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll give it to the back. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
got it.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. He caught it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grabs it in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. He's going to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Ready up.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Unloads to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Texas A&M going quickly.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Cricket.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Coming after him, trying to make magic on the scramble. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Slide.
They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. The receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
On the double.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Escape. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The play action fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Going up top on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That should be the nail of the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught behind the line. It's McLaughlin. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as a player.